They are all beauties.
It was still dark on a late summer morning when Chris and I trailered the Contender to Bass River Boat Launch in South Yarmouth. We had gotten word of a red-hot striper bite just off the beaches of Monomoy Island, a long spit of sand that stretches south of Chatham at the elbow of Cape Cod. From the Bass River boat launch, it was an easy run across the smooth waters of Nantucket Sound toward the rips of Monomoy, legendary for holding massive schools of bait, bluefish, and striped bass.
So we're gonna come over the rip line, and then as soon as we get on the backside of that into the flat water, I'll go ahead, turn the boat, and then Neal and I will get 2 or 3 lines out and start drifting back over our spots. How are we looking on that drift, Neal?
We might be right on it. Guys, what we're doing here is we're using our Simrad electronics. We've laid down a mark. We've marked fish on the fish finder. Gone back, put a plot down right where we marked those fish. Now, with the chart plotter, we've gone back upstream. We've kind of got a feel for how the drift's going. So this second drift here, we should come pretty close to that mark where we marked the fish the first time. So let's see if the plan comes together. We'll be on in a couple minutes here. We're drifting back through a rip line. There's pockets of deeper water behind this kind of underwater ridge, if you will. The water accelerates over it. The theory behind it is disorients the bait fish. The larger fish should be holding right on the back side of this rip. We have marked some fish.
Tight, tight. Here we go, baby.
Yeah,
That was it,
good.
circle hooking. Point here, that was right about where we placed that mark coming up on
I
it.
think it was, Chris, yeah.
You know?
That first mark, I don't think we're far off it.
We had 2 or 3 lines out, and this guy right here, I'm fishing a circle hook, so I'm pretty sure that I had given a lot of line back there, no weight on this guy, so he was just free swimming. You know, this guy made a really nice run there again. Boy, right when he came up close to the boat, he saw the boat. Guys, we're going over rip, so we're just gonna hold on. I'm gonna try to walk him over to you.
Oh, he's wrapped.
Got him?
He's wrapped. There we go.
Watch that circle hook. Oh, beautiful, right there.
All right.
All right, look at that,
man.
huh?
Nice.
Look at the circle hook button right in the top
Right
lip.
in the top lip there.
That's what we come out here for, Monomoy. Guys, nice striped bass, working the rips, throwing live eels. We're in 15 feet of water. This guy hit somewhere between 10 and 12 feet of water. We marked some fish in the bottom, and beautiful fish, real fresh.
Let's get him back in, get back up the
We got the fleet
top of
coming,
the
so
rip,
let's get back
so-
up in there. I agree with you.
All right, let me pop this off that, right in the roof of the mouth there. Up, there he goes.
Nice. Now, I know right where these fish are right now. These guys are on doubles. So let's go up and make that drift. So looking at our electronics, that was a little bit longer of a drift that I wanted, but we should be right where we need to be, Neal, coming up here. Wheels off the starboard. I'm going to toss this guy out here. Let him drop down to the bottom.
No, he came right at the boat with the eel. This could be a blue. No, that's a bass. Oh, he came right at the boat. I felt the pickup. I reeled up that slack. I could see that line coming towards me as I was reeling up that slack. Lo and behold, he was right at my feet under the boat. Nice thing about this area is it's all sand. You got a big fish on. There's no rocks to wrap around. You know, we fish a lot down in rocky areas like along the Elizabeth Islands. And you got to go a little bit heavier in that situation. You can fish a little lighter on the fluorocarbon, a little lighter on the drag, let those fish run, tire themselves out a little bit.
Come on now, fella, come on, open up. Oh, I got alien lip. Oh, beautiful fish, Neil, right there, huh?
Woo.
Look at this right here, Neil. That's just about what we've got on every pass through here now. We have not made a pass in the last 4. And here we go, Neil, I'm gonna give you this guy. I'm gonna give you this.
Your turn to hook up, huh?
There he is, Cap.
Nice, Chris.
Oh, just look at him coming up on the surface,
There he is.
Cap.
Keep your eye open for great whites coming up to eat
Yeah,
that
I
thing,
know,
huh?
huh?
Beauty.
Look at him right below the surface, coming up into the swells. I'm gonna walk him right over to you.
Yep.
Well, this seems like a great drift right here.
Oh, man, that's money.
Look at that fish, huh? Beautiful fish. Look at that guy, huh? Guys fishing the rips at Monomoy with live eels, just drifting them right through. No weight right now, we don't need it. We're in 16 feet of water. I'm gonna get him back in the water. Just make sure he's swimming. He's real healthy, he hasn't been out long, so he'll take right off. That was awesome right there.
Despite the size of the fleet growing with the tide, we were able to find open water and fish breaking throughout the rip line.
All right, so we just had some fish feeding, which is a great sign to see them on the surface like that. Boy, that landed right on top of them. Right now what I'm doing is just letting it take line, because I want it to present as natural as possible as it sweeps over this rip. If you put too much tension on these eels, they don't look natural. They don't look like they're swimming naturally. So one of the things that I'll do, especially when I have a sandy bottom, there's nothing down there that's gonna worry us. So with a sandy bottom, this guy can go all the way to the bottom. He can cruise along that. So there we go, I'm gonna click it in.
Fish on. It does feel like a blue. Oh, wait a minute. Felt like a blue at first.
Yeah.
He just made a real nice run. Nice, strong fish. He's taking really nice, strong runs. Oh, he's up on top.
That's a bass. Look at him right on the surface. See him behind him? Nice fish, Jeff.
Yeah, nice shoulders on this one. This is a good one. He was in with those fish that were rolling, Chris.
Was he really? Okay.
Yeah.
Neil, if you come to me, I'll grab him.
Yeah, I should have kept the tip well, huh? Nice, man.
Here he is.
That's
That's a big fish.
That's a 40-inch class fish.
Hold on a second, buddy. Oh, there we go. Beautiful fish right there. Guys, we haven't been out here that long fishing the rips off of Monomoy. Here we are on a handkerchief. This is about our 5th or 6th fish, all healthy, Neil.
Really great fishery right here. This is a beautiful fish.
And we were torn between whether or not to go with the eels or see if we might drop some ronzies or something down along the bottom, but I'd say the eels is the right call right now.
I think it is.
I'm gonna cast, we've seen fish breaking on the surface, which is really cool.
I would cast to those breaking fish.
I'm going to.
He was just under him, I think.
Let's get him in the water. I'll clear your line over here. He's still ready to go. Ah, yeah, go girl.
Whew. She was a beauty, huh? What a nice fish. Majestic.
I think there's a fish out the back door with my name on it. We got fish right here. Oh, you see him come up to the surface?
I got to take. There we go, fish on. Woo, look at that. Woo.
Look at the big head, huh? There he is. Oh, nice.
All right, I'll do the dirty work. I know you're busy. You might have one just like it. Woo. Guys, we're doubled up. He's taking a huge run. I got a beautiful fish right here. Cape Cod fishing at its finest right here.
And you know what's happening right now with the slack tide? These fish are starting to come up and break on the surface.
Yeah.
Not a lot of moving water. They're not staying down.
Really still marking a lot of fish, and
This
man.
guy just, oh, there's another one right behind it. Look at him right behind it. Look at the fish behind it, Neil.
All right, I'm gonna pitch to him.
There's another fish right behind him. He sees the eel in this guy's mouth. We're gonna see if we can double him up. Because right now there's an eel hanging out of this guy's mouth, and that other fish came up and took a swing at it.
Haven't seen that since Noman's, Chris.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Oh, I gotta get him away from the engine.
That is a nice fish, Chris.
Look at this guy, huh? Cross his eyes right there. Keep him away from me. Keep him away from me. Look at him right there. He just turned.
Look at the head on this guy.
That was the buddy system right there. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this guy right in.
He's a little smaller than yours. Chris, that's the fish of the day right there, man.
I love it on this light gear too. I'm gonna go ahead and look at that right there, huh?
There we go.
Oh, look at this guy, huh, Cap? That was
Double
his buddy
duty.
right there.
Yeah.
He came in right on him.
Man.
That was cool. We hadn't seen that in a while. Like
Yeah.
you said, we did a show out in Noman's where we had all these fish like this schooling together. And what ended up happening was I had this guy on, eel hanging out his mouth. This guy came in and wanted to grab the eel out of his mouth. So what I did is I left him in the water. Neil threw another eel on there. That was quick, huh?
Oh, that was beauty.
I'm gonna get this guy back in.
All right, let's do it.
Beautiful fish, huh? Look at the size of this guy's tail. Oh yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
My turn. Just releasing the second of these two doubles. This guy's still ready to roll. He hit right near the boat. He's in pretty good shape, I think. There you go, buddy. Nice. These were only in 14 feet of water, all sand bottom, man. These fish are littered up. Got another boat here. Fish on right there. We're gonna go back upstream and do it again. You're watching On the Water TV.
Monomoy Island is a national wildlife refuge. It's home to thousands of seabirds and seals, and in more recent years it's made headlines as a summer feeding ground for numbers of great white sharks. Just north of Monomoy is the town of Chatham, a famous Cape Cod fishing village and a popular tourist destination for vacationers seeking beautiful beaches and a bustling small-town Main Street. The Chatham area offers loads of access to great fishing, including long beaches for surf casting, sandy shoals and rips that hold massive schools of bait and stripers, and just a little further offshore, ledges where giant bluefin tuna feed. With the rips settling at slack tide, the fleet spreads out, awaiting the excitement the next tide will bring.
Hey guys, well the tide's just starting to pick up. We're gonna get back after it. And what we've been doing this afternoon is eel fishing. So what I'm gonna do is go over the rig and throw in a spider wire 30-pound braid. I'm coming into a barrel swivel. I like to go with about a 3-foot fluorocarbon leader. The other thing I'm throwing today is a circle hook. This gives me the greatest opportunity to release the striped bass unharmed. Coming right underneath the jaw like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss him in the water. And the thing I wanna be quick about is casting this eel. You wanna get 2 or 3 casts off, otherwise these eels will ball up and they turn into a real, almost like a monkey's paw, where it's an act of God to get these things undone.
We're marking stuff on the side scan. Actually saw some rolling as well, but right over here you can see them. You can see that school right there. We got hairball charters off the starboard corner hooked up over here.
Nice fish. Tight, coming back, baby.
That's a light rod.
This guy doesn't feel like he's quite the...
Oh, he's taking a little something, something.
Fishing a Cabo 40 with a matching Cabo medium rod, about 7 foot, real light, with 3 feet of 50-pound fluorocarbon. Neal can grab the leader and doesn't have to worry about grabbing the main line.
Ooh, look at the head on him,
Look
huh?
at this guy. I'm going to walk him right up to you,
It does
Cap.
have good shoulders.
There you go, Neal. Look at that.
Ooh, look at that one, huh?
A big fish always comes up and blasts the eel up the line.
Yeah, it does.
You know, it always does. It always blasts it up the line like that. Got
Boy,
a butt
this
right
is
in the
nice.
corner again. Another
Healthy
beautiful
fish, all lit up.
Anytime they clamp down on your hand like that, they're usually pretty feisty, ready to leave.
Neal, these guys are down on that tight drift because they're hooking up, man. They're not leaving there. So we'll just stay on this drift.
Yeah, I'm game. That was pretty cool seeing those fish roll right there. Yeah, Chris.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Total
man,
gong
huh?
show right now, huh?
Look
That's
at that
awesome.
fish peel drag, huh?
Look at that, huh? He's in tight.
Yeah.
Guys, one of the great things about fishing this 25 Contender is the amount of rod holders we have all around this. So,
Oh, I'm on.
here we go, boys. Guys, we are doubled up right now.
And these were the best marks of the day I've seen, Chris. Really, really strong marks on the bottom. I don't know if that's just because the tide's slacking or what.
Neal, that is a gorgeous
This
fish right
is a
there.
beaut. I don't know. I might
think
get
I
ya.
may have you.
But I do love having these rod holders because it's like anywhere I want to land a fish, I can just reach down, stick this in a holder.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. What do you think now? Those are gorgeous fish.
You got me. You got me. Oh, man.
Guys, you're watching On the Water TV's Angling Adventures out here. Fishing alongside hairball charters, Eric Staplefield. Big boy.
Couple of beauties.
Look at this guy, Cap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and
these guys in. When we come back, hopefully we're on some more fish. You're watching On the Water TV.
The tide was in full swing and the fleet had formed again on the rip lines, stretching across the Monomoy shoals. Chris and I positioned the boat up tide to rejoin the action on another drift through the fish.
Welcome back to On the Water TV. I'm Neal Larsson. We're with Chris Megan. We're out here just to the east of Monomoy Island. All right, Chris reset the drift. We got 3 solid marks. Use the electronics, get to know them, get to figure out how to use them, and they're invaluable. You can really dial in a spot. Don't be afraid to move off of where the fleet is, find your own fish. There's rips all over Nantucket Sound out here by Monomoy, and they all hold fish from time to time. Mark your fish, get your drift set, and you'll get on too.
I'm gonna come up to the bow. I'm gonna throw this in. We got one midship, I got one off the bow, we got one off the stern. So when we come over this rip, if there's a fish within 40, 50 yards of this thing, these eels will bring them in. So we just moved into about 14 and a half, 15 feet of water. We got marks all over the place, and all around us right now, everybody's hooking up. We got the Machaca out of Falmouth who made a run down here to Monomoy. He's hooking up. Hairball Charters is over here, he's hooking up. Here we go.
Yeah, Chris.
So we just picked up a boat. This guy's giving me a little sleigh ride. That is awesome. All right, guys, beautiful fish right there. Just whacked it in the middle of the school. This guy gave me a little sleigh ride. I'm gonna try to pull him back to the boat. Oh, look at that.
You got any buddies hanging with them, Chris?
I'm trying to see if there's any buddies on there. Beautiful fish, guys. We're fishing handkerchief shoal out here at Monomoy. Fishing live eels on the surface. Another one of those really quality fish, about 36, 38 inches.
Yeah, that's a big one, huh? Nice fish.
I'm gonna try to bring this guy up.
Oh, that's a fatty.
That is a
They
gorgeous
are
fish
all
right there,
beauties.
guys.
All beauties.
Guys, this has been cooked. This is about everything that we've been catching in here in that 36 to 42 inch class. Just another beautiful fish on live eels. Fishing out of Monomoy, Neal Larsson, Chris Megan. Just one of those days you just have to get out here to enjoy. Look at that, real fresh, real green, guys. Look at the size of that mouth. I'm gonna get this guy back in the water.
Oh, I got a fish on over here, boys. Oh, we got doubles. Yeah, why don't you let that fish go, Chris? Oh. He's going under the boat there. Double duty. This guy just realized he's hooked, I think. You see him up?
Guys, right now we're fishing that really light Cabo 40 PT spinning reel with a Cabo matching rod, 7'6". I got a main line, which is 30 pounds, and then a fluorocarbon leader of 50 pounds, which doesn't seem, might be a little heavy. Consider we have no structure underneath, but it's not spooking these fish, so I'd like to go a little bit heavier. I think it always helps with the end game. Cap, two more beautiful fish, huh?
This is just a great fishery, Chris. This is just incredible, man. You got another great one there.
Okay. Oh, that's another beautiful fish right
You
there.
got me again. You got me again, but
Guys, that is
you
awesome.
can't complain with fish like this.
Guys, we just picked up doubles. We actually had triples on. We were releasing a fish when we had cast a line. Picked up two more fish. What a great day out here.
Oh, this is incredible, Chris. You know, we've got bonito or albies busting right around us. We got these beautiful bass going on. Just Cape Cod this time of year, man, just can't be beat. Just incredible fishery. Folks, if you'd like to learn more about today's show, log on to onthewater.com. For Chris Megan, Neal Larsson, On the Water Magazine's Angling Adventures.
Let's get these guys back in the water.
Let's
What
do
a
it.
day, huh? Look at that, huh, Cap?